Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, shukrillah, salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. In this episode, we are going to talk about fasting of Ramadan. And I would like to begin by giving an explanation about the verse that talks about fasting in the Holy Quran. And we are taking this from Surah number 2, Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter 2, 183. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu kutiba alaykumus siyam kama kutiba ala alladhina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. O you who believe, fasting has been prescribed upon you, as it was prescribed upon those who were before you, so that you may acquire taqwa. Now in this ayah, Surah Al-Baqarah verse 183, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned at least 4 important points. Number 1, it says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. And it means that fasting is a call of faith. Those who are believing in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, those who are believing in Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, those who are believing in the Holy Quran, believing in this deen, they are obligated to observe fast during the month of Ramadan. Kutiba alaykumus siyam. The second point that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala underlined in this ayah, Kama kutiba ala alladhina min qablikum, as it was prescribed upon those who were before you. In other words, that fasting is not a new obligation, it was also obligated to those before us. And the third one, kutiba alaykumus siyam, Allah underlines the importance of fasting. And the meaning is al-imsak, and it is to abstain from food, drink, and sexual marital relationship from dawn to sunset during the month of Ramadan. At the end, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ, so that you may gain taqwa. Now what is taqwa? Taqwa had been translated into many words. It can be God-fearing, fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It can be the meaning of self-consciousness. It also means implementing the commandments of Allah, avoiding the prohibition of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In a nutshell, taqwa means to become a better person in life. Better in our connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, better in our connection with other people and other creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala around us. That is the taqwa Allah azza wa jal, because taqwa Allah azza wa jal covers all segments of human's life. In the Holy Quran, Allah says that obligation of fasting had been prescribed upon you and those who were before you. In other words, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also has commanded those who were before the Muslims to perform salat. The ummah of Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, the ummah of Isa alayhi salatu wasalam, those who follow other prophets before Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam were obligated to observe fasting. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept from all of us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.